Oh, hi there.
So do you understand, if a wolf sneaks up to your bed tonight, maybe you won't wake up until its teeth snap shut around your neck?
From a survival standpoint, sleep is absolute biological idiocy. You basically drop into a nightly coma right in the middle of a wilderness teeming with predators. Evolution has handed out some mind-blowing superpowers.
There are fish that can shock you with hundreds of volts, axolotls grow back lost limbs, and the wood frog literally freezes solid in the winter. Its blood turns to ice, and then it just comes back to life in the spring like nothing happened. Any genetic mutation that allowed our ancestors to just sit by the campfire and guard the camp at night instead of blacking out would have instantly taken over the world. But it never happened. In 300 million years, evolution couldn't get rid of sleep. This means something so incredibly vital is happening inside your skull every single night that your brain is willing to risk your life just to take you offline for a bit. We've been told since childhood that we sleep to rest, but that's not entirely true. Your muscles can relax perfectly fine while you're just chilling on the couch scrolling through reels. Meanwhile, your sleeping brain burns almost as much glucose and energy as it does when solving complex math problems. Your head is running on overdrive while you're drooling on your pillow. The scary part is, if you could watch a live stream of what your brain does to your memories, habits, and fears between 2 and 4 a.m., maybe you'd be terrified to close your eyes at all. But by the end of this video, you'll see why you don't have a choice, and why the person who wakes up in the morning is quite literally a slightly edited copy of the one who went to bed. You know what's crazy? Dolphins, for instance, never fully shut down their brains. Only one hemisphere sleeps at a time, while the other stays awake to control their breathing and watch out for danger. Humans, on the other hand, crash into such a deep coma that some people are almost impossible to wake up. But why? It's all because of our bloated neocortex, our thinking brain. Throughout the day, you're not just living your life, you're cluttering your brain with tons of mental garbage. You watch the same doom and gloom news, get mad at some idiot in the comments, or binge a new show to unwind. And while you do, new physical connections, synapses, are sprouting between your neurons. This is what neuroscientist Giulio Tononi calls synaptic potentiation. Long story short, by the end of the day, your brain's wiring literally swells up and takes up a massive amount of space. And that's where the problem starts, because your brain is trapped inside your skull and it's not made of rubber. Plus, the brain runs on a strict energy budget. It'd be awesome to have another 8 hours in the day to get things done instead of being in a coma. Some people try to force themselves to stay awake, but it's impossible. After just 48 hours without sleep, microsleeps kick in. The brain shuts off for a few seconds, even if you think you're wide awake. We desperately need this reboot, whether we like it or not. Evolution solved this problem pretty cynically. It designed a mechanism that simply kicks your ego out of the cockpit so you stop getting in the way. While you're knocked out, the synaptic homeostasis hypothesis kicks in. The brain starts turning down the volume on all the connections in your head symmetrically. It's like lowering the volume on every TV in a city at the same time. Weak, faint signals, like the color of a random stranger's jacket, fade out completely and get erased. But strong connections, like stuff you crammed for an exam or major daytime stress, get a little quieter but survive. Your brain is doing chores. But wait, it gets crazier. In 2013, neuroscientist Micah Niedergaard discovered something completely wild: the glymphatic system. During the day, your neurons are working like crazy and leaving behind piles of toxic waste, including beta amyloids. Those are the exact proteins long associated with Alzheimer's disease. While you're awake, clearing out this trash is physically impossible because the pathways between cells are too narrow. And that's when the night cleaning crew rolls in. And by the way, you don't even pay them. Your brain cells, astrocytes, shrink by 60%. Sounds logical, right? But if sleep is just a cleanup job, why does our consciousness explode into wild psychedelic hallucinations, which we call dreams, during the second half of the night?
In 1953, Nathaniel Kleitman and Eugene Aserinsky discovered rapid eye movement, REM sleep. At this stage, a special block in your brainstem completely paralyzes your body. This is purely for your own safety, so you don't physically jump out of a window while dreaming you can fly. Meanwhile, your brain activity is off the charts. But why waste a bunch of scarce glucose to stream these bizarre movies for an audience of one? According to the threat simulation theory by scientist Antti Revonsuo, REM sleep is a virtual safety simulator. Evolution doesn't give a damn about your erotic dreams or space flights. Its only job is to keep you alive. That's exactly why in your dreams, you're usually running away, fighting, or embarrassing yourself in front of a crowd. The brain takes your hidden anxieties and runs them through a hardcore simulator. It needs to test your reactions in a dream to calibrate your real-life stress response. At this moment, your prefrontal cortex, the logic center, is completely asleep. But your amygdala, the fear and emotion hub, is working overtime. That's why when you're dreaming, it feels totally normal that you're taking an exam naked and the proctor is a giant talking cat. The brain is testing your emotions, not your common sense. It's a brilliant natural mechanism. Except we've managed to break it. And we did it pretty recently in the grand scheme of evolution. It's well known that before electricity, people slept in two separate chunks. Our current go to bed at 11, wake up at 7 routine is an artificial byproduct forced on us by the Industrial Revolution. Segmented sleep used to be completely normal. People would go to bed right after sunset, sleep for about 4 hours, and naturally wake up around midnight. This window was called the watch. During those few hours, people quietly went about their business, reading by candlelight, smoking pipes, chatting, or having sex. Physicians in the 16th century actually wrote that this was the best time to conceive since the body had already rested. After that, people would simply fall back asleep until morning. During this nighttime window, the brain existed in a unique hormonal state. Stress cortisol was still at 0, while relaxing melatonin was still active. The perfect conditions for calm, effortless creativity. And what did we do? We built factories, invented the 9-to-5 workday, and shoved light bulbs into everything. We force compressed 2 natural sleep blocks into one dense chunk. And people who wake up at 2 a.m. because of ancient biological memory, we declared them miserable insomniacs and started loading them up with sleeping pills. We made an ancient processor run on an office schedule. And you probably think your personality, your values, your sense of self, all of that gets built during the day while you're making decisions. Not even close. Your character gets forged while you're peacefully snoring into your pillow. Harvard researchers found that at night, your brain works like a free, board-certified therapist. It takes your heavy, shameful, or frightening memories from the day and literally burns out their emotional charge. It's called emotional decoloring. If this mechanism broke down, every tiny daily stress would pile up inside you. And within a month, you'd be guaranteed to develop PTSD. Sleep erases the pain and leaves only clean, useful experience. But the strangest thing happens at the level of neuroplasticity. Every night, while synapses are being pruned and toxins are being flushed out, your brain is rebuilding the actual architecture of your beliefs. It decides which of your daytime thoughts will become part of your worldview, and which ones disappear forever. The version of you that went to sleep last night is physically and structurally a little different from the one that opens its eyes in the morning. The tragedy is that we've managed to break this brilliant mechanism. Every time you try to steal an extra hour from the night for work or doom-scrolling memes, you're literally slapping your overnight cleaning crew's hands away. Without proper sleep, the brain can't flush out the toxins or shake off the day's stress. What crawls out of bed in the morning isn't a refreshed version of you. It's a tired, overloaded Frankenstein, dragging all of yesterday's mental garbage into a new day. Sleep is the tax we pay for our oversized intellect, and that tax needs to be paid on time. So if tonight you suddenly open your eyes at 2 a.m., don't panic and don't reach for your phone. Your inner ancient human has simply stepped out for their rightful midnight stroll, the one the Industrial Revolution stole from them. Relax, close your eyes,
and let your inner editor finish writing the code of your personality.
And if this video made sense to you, your overnight architect did a good job. Hit subscribe before you go reboot. Thanks for watching.